groups in front of you are, of course, the UW Platteville Marching Pioneers and the Pioneer Dance Team. Can we have a round of applause for the So there's a lot that goes into a football season for the marching band, not just the football team. One of those things, just like with a football team, is developing leadership. So we have 3 drum majors who have been fantastic, and all first-year drum majors, which is a difficult thing to do smoothly and make sure things go well, and they have absolutely done that. So I'm going to just introduce them so we can recognize their efforts. This is Lucas Sindelar. For the Marching Pioneers, of course, they have to audition for the position, and they apply all these section leader positions that we'll be recognizing throughout the concert. They apply for the job, but the drum majors have to actually audition, and it's more than just conducting. It's about showing leadership, both during the interview, but of course, I have past history as they're all returning members of the organization. So their leadership leading up to that moment is also part of their audition. So it speaks very highly of the 3 of them that they were selected to be drum majors this year. We're going to play for you first some tunes from our pep band catalog. And the first one we're going to play, if I'm not mistaken, let's make sure I don't screw this up, is actually kind of a cool story. This is the new anthem, really, of the Marching Pioneers, because it's also the new anthem of the home football team. With our new coach this year, with Coach Munz taking over, we had a meeting last summer. And he said, I want to do a few things differently. First, I want you to stop out before performances, and I want you to play a little bit for the tailgaters. I said, that sounds great. And then he said, and I want to have a tune that we play every time the team wins after the game. And I thought, that sounds okay. And then, what tune would you like? And he had to go back to the team and the coaches, and they went back and forth over it. And they selected this song, which of course has a connection to a popular football movie and football TV show, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, a very famous Motown tune. But it's been a pleasure to play this after games, after the team has some victories this year that maybe some of us didn't see coming, some upsets over some top opponents, and a victory over UW Whitewater. So the new tradition at the end of games is pretty cool. It includes the team coming up and actually singing the fight song to the band and the rest of the bands that are still there, and then us playing this song for them. So we're going to start off with Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and I'll be back to talk to you about Call Me Al, which features our piccolo section. All right? Come on up, Lucas. I think some of you are maybe saving a little bit, and maybe it's because of the early start time. So that's okay. We have something in place to help get that going. It's really a form of bribery. We have some extra Marching Pioneers swag, some members t-shirts and shorts, and we generally have our drum majors dole those out to the people who show the most enthusiasm for the marching band. So can we hear another round of applause for the marching band, please? Talked about the core leadership team, we talked about the drum majors. There's somebody who is, like me, the first to be at every rehearsal and the last to leave, and that is our equipment manager. It is a position that is often thankless and lots of extra hours of time spent. Most notably, lots of extra hours of time having to be spent with me. Just one-on-one. So I would like to make sure that we give a round of applause to this year's equipment manager and last year's equipment manager, Mr. Jordan Larson-Sell. So as I mentioned before, this next tune is a Marching Pioneer staple. It is Call Me Al by the great Paul Simon, and it features our illustrious piccolo section. Can some of you make more of a spectacle of yourself? These guys are trying to figure out where to get t-shirts. Just for the record, I used to throw those all out myself, but I think an important part of aging is understanding your limitations. And from a liability standpoint, maybe understanding a little bit more about litigation in case this catches somebody in the eye. So you're doing a great job. The last pop tune we're going to play for you before we start playing of our show number one music of our field show stuff is Hey Baby, which of course is a piece that's played a lot by marching bands around the country. It's always special. It just kind of feels like football Saturday when you hear this tune played by a marching band and sung by a marching band. So enjoy Hey Baby. 2XL shorts. Hey, that's up to you. This is a gift. You do with it what you want. So we're going to start our field show one music, and what I mean by that is every year we do two separate concepts, right? We start the year, the season with one show, and then we close, starting at homecoming, with another. The first field show this year was entitled Battle of the Bands, in which we played tunes from a lot of different kinds of bands, mostly rock bands, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, who's the other? Oh, sing a song, Earth, Wind & Fire, of course. So, and Journey. But, so we're going to start off with Jump. Before we do that, our color guard just brought out their flags here and are going to do some of the work from that show. I want to pay special recognition to somebody who really is my marching band season wife. She helps me not make a lot of really dumb mistakes. It's unbelievable. It's like, I'm like Mr. Magoo, and she follows me around and prevents me from stepping off of ledges and stuff. So, Mr. Magoo was a cartoon in the 20th century. Anyway. Miss Chloe Normal, if you could just give her a round of applause. In addition to preventing me from making a complete fool of myself most days, she also does a tremendous job teaching and choreographing stuff for our color guard. Enjoy Jump by Van Halen. Whatever you choose to do with a pair of 2XL shorts is entirely up to you. He gets them to dad. There you go. Okay, so I just want to say a quick word about the dance team because they are an integral part of our Marching Pioneer season every year. They come out to all the rehearsals, rain or shine, and do work with us, including early in the season before the school year even starts. And that is a wonderful thing. And we completely appreciate it because it provides a wonderful visual element for our program. So a round of applause for Pioneer Dance. And training and teaching and selecting who's going to be in the squad every single season. Their participation, as I said, with the Marching Pioneers is extraordinarily important, and the things that they do throughout the football and basketball season, it just seems like their season never ends. But thank you very much. They are going to perform to Earth, Wind, and Fire Sing a Song. Tune that we did from our Battle of the Band show was by a very popular band. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. What am I going to do with 2 pairs back there? Oh, extra large athletic shorts. I don't know. Again, it's a gift to you. You get to decide. All right. So the last tune that we did on our Battle of the Band show was by Guns N' Roses, probably their most famous tune, Sweet Child of Mine, from I believe Appetite of Destruction album. And so enjoy and welcome back Color Guard for that very song, Sweet Child of Mine. Mickey Mouse for Halloween next year. I have no idea. Enjoy. So that is actually going to wrap up the first half. We're going to have you guys get like a 10-minute intermission, then we're going to come back with lots more stuff for you. I know we got an early start today, so I wanted to get you all back home to, if you so choose, to go through the painful experience that is watching the Green Bay Packers play football this year. You can do that. You will still be able to do that. So let's get you into an intermission. We'll come right back here in 10 minutes and play a lot more music for you. Thank you very much.